Apothecary Diaries, Season 1, Episode 6, The Garden Party. Mm-hmm. Excited?
Yes, it's been kind of hyped up within the show. You know, they're really hyping up this garden party. And then at the end, they're like showing them with the food and then a weird silhouette. And there's the whole thing of like the special like writing sticks. Mm-hmm. And someone burned themselves. So there might be a big conspiracy going on. And something really bad might be about to happen.
We shall see. Leave a like and subscribe. Let's go. Ooh, wow. Very high resolution flower there. Mm-hmm. High fidelity, I guess. Oh.
Mm. She about to get killed?
Or maybe she's picky with her food because she maybe can tell it's poisoned. Mm. Holding the baby? What do you remember what the reason was for this party? It was something to do with her daughter.
They just have it like twice a year, but this
okay.
is the first one that she missed the last one because of her and her daughter.
Very subtle there.
Yeah.
And she got demoted. Oh. Mm. Jesus.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. He's not jinshi.
He was here until a few moments ago?
You have a lot of nerve after the shit you guys have pulled.
Yeah. Are you talking about me?
She doesn't even recognize her. They don't even recognize her. Sorry, what? Wait, is this the right episode?
Yeah.
It is?
This is a flashback to when she was working there.
I just forgot about that moment. Oh no, she's hot! The pocket warmers. She's 35?
Oh. Oh. Okay, I see.
Right.
Yeah, and this girl would have been what, like, yeah. That's fucking insane.
Sorry, what? That's weird.
Yeah. I hope she was just there on the side.
There must be some, like, circumstance here.
見て分かったと思うけど、本来特費には白の衣が妥当だが、あの濃い桃色である玉葉様と被ってる。空気の読めない子なのかな。カイロ、助かったわ。
Are you gonna give it to them too?
寒いなら持っておくといい。
They're like, okay, they're burning hot. Oh well.
お人よしね。水晶球の次女にも分けていいか。玉葉様にも許可をもらうんだもの。かんざし？ああやって花の園に隠れた優秀な人材を勧誘するのよ。違う意味もあるんだけどね。そうですか。違う意味もあるんですけど。
She doesn't even ask.
意味
I wonder what the hidden meaning is.
これをどうぞ、お嬢さん。
恥をかく次女がいないよう皆に配っているのか。
What's that stance you got there?
2泊っていうからよろしく。
Did he not notice that she already has one, or can you have multiple?
それもらったの？見せて見せて。そうですが。それにしいでしょ。お久しぶりね。お久しゅうございます。
Jesus, she's getting decked right out.
Yeah.
用紙はこれだけ。リファ様、行きますよ。ごきげん。
What's the hidden meaning?
これは玉葉様。すねるどころじゃないかもね。私どうするの
Starts to look like a Christmas tree, just like, just so many little.
Making yourself too useful.
Yeah.
こうしてみるとなかなか。
Oh, is it? Oh. Did she get chosen to, like, dance with, like, multiple people or
や
something?
はり部下に混ざっても違和感が。
He is a military officer.
さっきの部下も年齢を考えると出世頭か。あのキラキラした看板はいないけど。あ、どう？
Ooh.
それより毒味だ。
You better be on your game right now.
Yeah.
接触部分に曇りはない。匂いも異常なし。けど演技するまでがっと国の仕事。あとは真水で口を。
What?
毒味役の命なんてあってないようなもの。食らうのは私だ。どうしたらいいの？内臓をうまくスープに忍ばせて。私見える感じがたまらないんだよな。集中。この7つ。
Ooh, here we go.
ほどの好物だ。いつもなら青魚が使われてるけど。
Poisonous jellyfish.
食を預かる小食が好物の具材を待つがない。玉葉様も好き嫌いは特にないし、さては配膳を間違えたの
Excuse me. Excuse me. That wasn't in her.
Oh, they got the wrong one.
残すわけにもいかないよな。嫌なものを見た。
It's not poison, they just gave her one that with stuff that she doesn't like.
やたら威勢のいい毒味役がいるぞ。食事する姿なんて見て何が面白いんだ。
She's not
She's
terrified.
not terrified, she's having the time of her life over there.
あの毒味役、さっきの嬢ちゃんか。
Remember the thing about women are more beautiful when they're in love, or whatever the line from, like, the first or second episode? Or the third episode?
incredibly delicious.
That's how you know it's poisoned.
It's poison.
Is it? It must be.
毒です。
機器のフープに毒なんか本当なのか。迷惑は飲んでいくだろう。大臣、何を。清掃は窮屈だな。
She like going to whip up an antidote? Oh.
薬よ。薬よ。
ごきげんよう、ジンシ様。
ご機嫌はそっちだろ。
しまった。毒につい笑いかけたみたいに。何をするのですか。
医務室へ向かう。
本当はも見たかったけど。
What a psycho.
なんだ。
残りのスープをください。
お前、バカだろ。
No, I mean, I need to know what was in it.
I need to build up my resistance.
本当に毒入り倒れたやつもいるんだぞ。
誰ですか。
Why would you do that?
おかげで余計大騒ぎになっている。
ならこれを使ってください。オート薬です。胃がひっくり返るほどよく吐けるように作りました。
もはや毒だろ。
Well, kind of? Like,
In a way.
新しいかんざし。
Hmm.
看板のかんざしをもらうのか。
no.
襟も少し乱れてる。いつらさんもない。原石で姿を見ないと思ったらそういうことか。なら年相応の青年というかだいぶ幼く見える。こちらの方がまだいいな。効く。さすが宮廷局の薬。
大丈夫か。
はい、もう何も出ません。
Can I have soup?
話を聞く。
リーシ様を呼んでいただけませんか。ジンシ様、
このような無粋な場所に申し訳ありません。お呼び立てしたのはこちらの次女でして。
次女が。
Hmm.
失礼します。
Burns?
Excuse me.
やっぱり。食べられないのは魚介ですか。
Oh, or is it a rash?
Oh.
人によってはものがあるんです。
She's allergic to fish. She doesn't just like it
そばが食べられ
or
ませ
just
ん。
dislike it.
平気で食らうのにか。
ほっといてください。食べられるよう努力しました。気管支が狭まり、呼吸困難になりました。同僚でも発疹が出るので。
Before they really knew what allergies were exactly.
治りが遅い。なんでわかったの。園遊会の食事、明らかに高級側が用意したものでした。いつもとナマスの具材が違ったので、
Hmm.
何かの手違い、お父様とリーシュ様のお食事が入れ替わったのでしょう。食べられないものはサバですか。木に呼吸困難を引き起こします。知っていて与えたのなら毒を盛るのと同じことです。
They were being clever with the hairstyle and with the silhouette.
毒苦手な方でしたね。はい。万が一の場合、注意事項をもちろん取らないのが一番ですが、ご確認ください。難しいことはありません。一つ間違えれば遺憾であろうと対処できないこと。 命に関わる問題であること。
So what was her thing? She was just fucking with her?
夢忘れないようにしてください。
It's super scary.
脅しはこんなもんか。
She was just like messing with her then?
I guess.
Or like, you have to eat your fish. It's good for
どういう
you.
ことだ。
下船のものゆえ、お手を触れないでいただけますか。
というのはお前くらい。
ではみんな気を使っている。
Because you're the emperor's
よくよその
brother.
報告がありますので。
待て。なぜ六宮
That's why he has the insignia or picture on his thing.
何のことでしょう。
とぼけるな。よ、
注意事項を伝えるためです。
配膳の者が間違えたというのか。
一階の次女には分かりません。
It's not my job.
これくらいは答えてくれ。狙われたのは特費、リーシュ費ということだな。
他の皿に毒が入っていなければ。
そうか。
Because they swapped full meals.
疲れた。
What a day.
先日の木管の件、やはり
Probably.
どの次女にやけどの跡はありませんでしたが。
一体誰が。
What do you think?
I don't know who's behind. Like, I don't know if they poisoned her food and then swapped it with someone else's food. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it was like, oh, let's poison our own food, but then give it to someone else kind of thing. But that wouldn't make any sense because she's allergic to mackerel. And it seems like it's not, like that's not the one that she has beef with, because, like, there's 4 main concubines, and there's, like, 2 sets that are, like, going after each other, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it could have been the other one, there could be, but it also could be any one, because we don't know, because there's, like, the whole, like, special stick thing going on.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's very confusing to me. I wish I did. I could probably make some crazy predictions if I was following properly, but I feel like I'm missing something, and I think I'm supposed to be missing something. But one thing I'm not missing is that he is definitely the Emperor's brother, because nobody else has a picture on their chest like this except for the Emperor. It's a different picture. The Emperor has a circle, but he showed up and he was gonna show up at the spot that was left for the Emperor's brother that was supposed to be here. They said he was sick. And we don't, and what was the deal with his hairpin? Is that the Emperor's hairpin? Because it's like gold and red.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
She's collecting up those hairpins. That's
Yeah,
funny.
I wonder what the secret meaning is. Is it
I
like,
want to know.
is it just a favor? Like, is that it? And they just think that you're really beautiful? Or what?
Yeah.
Or is it like a bit of ownership, like, oh, I'll, take you into my service. And that's why Jinshi gave her one at the beginning to say, like, I'm claiming first because I really need you for, like, my political plots, and I'm also maybe a little bit interested in you type thing. And then, yeah, this guy being here, he doesn't seem out of place among the military officers. Well, that's because he's a fucking military officer and not just a normal eunuch. He's there, and he's attending Jinshi because he is like his like whatever, his knight or whatever you would say in this culture. That's my guess. And I wonder if anything like that gets revealed about Jinshi being a royal, if it'll just be like MAOMAO is totally oblivious and that's it, or if it's like he's posing as somebody else, like he wears different makeup or something.
Well, because the thing is like, in a place
it's
like
everywhere
this,
out in
it's
the
like
open.
gossip is gonna be traveling around, I guess,
Yeah.
is my thing. So I guess my thing is if he is the Emperor's brother,
It seems like a thing
Then-
everyone else must know.
either everyone would have to know it, but then why would everyone be, like, thirsting over him as, like, the hot eunuch guy who, like, men and women both love because he's so, like,
Because he's a prince.
I guess, but, like,
And he's super hot. Like, I don't know. There's not really a mystery to me.
but I guess I feel like they would talk about it. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. That's we'll have to see, because the show's cleverer than like, it's had multiple things where I'm like, okay, if they go with the, expected option, or they'll go with the more clever option. They usually go with the more clever option. So, but in this case, that sort of thing for me would be like either the expected option where MAOMAO is just totally oblivious unexpectedly, and everyone else is treating Jinshi like a prince or whatever, and is trying to get his attention because he's like that, and not, like, it's just because MAOMAO is kind of dumb in this way, or the more clever thing where he has like a secret second identity that he's keeping as the, you know, he's normally the Emperor's brother, but he showed up like he was going to, it just, you know, so I don't know. It seems like they're setting up for MAOMAO just wasn't paying attention to this, or didn't like, just kind of missed the memo. And she's supposed to know. That's why her being a certain, like acting towards him in a certain way is always frowned upon, because she's supposed to treat him like royalty, but she's treating him like a normal person. That's why he's put off by it all the time. Like it's the evidence that he is stacking up more and more to me, but how she would not know is a mystery to me. There has to be some kind of either trick with it, or it's just as simple as she, you know, she just didn't pay attention to that part of, you know, his whatever. I don't know. Or it's just supposed to be known and she just didn't know. But I don't know. What's the deal with this hairpin? What is the deal with the hairpins? Cute.
Here's my pin.
It must be that. It must be like a, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. Just like a favor.
Like you're very beautiful. But then it's like gyokuyou wouldn't like this, that you're getting so many, or that her main rival gave you one. It's like, why is that bad? Just because she appreciates the help that she did for her.
Well, I feel
that's
like
why
it is,
she's
it
giving
is
it.
like
She's like, you're great.
It's like, yeah, it's that, but it's also kind of laying claim to them because they're wearing a thing that is like you know, like you get this little personalized stick that you're
But then
wearing.
what does it mean for the military officer to give you that claim? You know, what does it mean for the young military officer to give that to her?
Well, we know that people get rewarded to military officers, you know, if they have someone that they're interested in and they like pull off a great victory.
And it seems like the guy, like she said, oh, it's really impressive for his age to be like up in the front row, or like, you know, he's off to the side, but he's in the front row, or that station, you know, being that close to the Emperor at such a young age as a military officer is pretty impressive. So maybe this will come back to bite her, where she got the hairpin and then accepted it, and then he's gonna go and win a crazy victory, and then come back, like win a super crazy battle, and then request her, and then she'll have to like leave or something.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole like poisoning thing was crazy, and yeah, the fact that it was the meals were the whole like chain of meals, I guess, was supposed to be swapped. So
swapped. It was supposed to be the 35-year-old ladies. It was supposed to be, this is Lady Li Shu, and it was given to, right?
It was supposed to be the kids, the young girl.
Okay.
The whole meal was supposed to be hers because she was eating the one that had the mackerel in it that she's allergic to, and then because like her.
But then her lady in waiting was like, like chuckling, laughing. Like,
I wonder.
So if it was supposed to be switched, she thought that she was getting the poison there, or maybe she thought that,
maybe she knew that her line of food was poisoned, so they got switched, and then it's like, oh, when I'm eating like the mackerel one, I know that this is not because
she just looked like she was scheming, like, oh, mission accomplished.
Let's look at her again.
Like, so, you know, like, I don't know what to make. That's where that's like, I can get the whole swap, but then what the fuck is this? So then she was knowingly because it seems like she was knowingly giving her mackerel, and she's eating the mackerel, but now there's somebody else. I think I don't know how this all fits together, but it's like now there's somebody else, a third party that's not related to her. She was like fucking with, I guess, her charge, Lady Li Shu, by giving her mackerel, or no, but her shit was swapped with somebody else. This is where I'm confused. I don't get it.
Lady Li Shu's line of food was poisoned at some point.
And was supposed to be given to who?
And was supposed to be given to her, Lady Li Shu.
Okay.
And then if her poison taster knew or suspected that there was poison in it, swapped the whole thing with someone else's, and then with the first bite, because she knows that Lady Li Shu requested no mackerel, but then she tastes the mackerel and she's like, okay, now I know that she's not getting poisoned, because I know that she has, like, it
so
could
then
be.
but this isn't a, oh, I'm so relieved she's not getting poisoned. This is a, my plan worked
Yeah.
face. That's what I'm saying. Like, and she's looking at Lady Lishu. So ideally, then she's like, or
maybe she just hates her, didn't know that there was any poison involved.
And just doesn't like,
and then
just likes
didn't
that
like
she's
her.
eating mackerel.
So then she swapped. Maybe she didn't know that there was poison, but there was
yeah,
poison. She swapped them just to like get a little petty revenge for maybe some like.
She's like a kid. She's probably a bitch
her.
to her.
Yeah.
Like she's like in charge of.
Yeah,
her.
this like imagine a teenager.
Yeah.
Just like bossing you around and acting like she's way better than you all day.
So then it's like, haha.
So then it's like, I'm making you eat this food that you don't like because
eat your fucking vegetables.
Yes, because you're insolent child who won't eat the mackerel.
Yes.
Eat the mackerel. So it's again similar to the lady in waiting who was putting the powder. It's like this unknowingly was doing something way worse. She thought she was just making her eat a food that she didn't like.
Yeah.
Until it's like, you basically poisoned her. And then she's like, holy fuck. But also she saved her life, or at least her own life, because she would have probably died.
Yeah, she would have got poisoned.
Been really, really hurt because she would have just ate the poison and not had...
So then, Gyokuyou got Lishu's poison.
Yes. Someone was trying to poison Lishu, which could be the older...
Cusco's poison.
The older concubine.
They're skirting around her. They're not really showing her that much. It seems like that I mean, that's a pretty clear motivation right there. Like, you're 35. You're the probably least desirable at this point. You know, as far as prospects for
children,
a consort. Yeah. So then you poison the youngest one, who is en route to be the highest value consort in terms of bearing children, after you just had a daughter with the one that you like the most. To say you're the emperor, you had a daughter with the one you like the most. Your son died as a baby. Then, you know, and she got kind of demoted a little bit. She's like further away from the emperor now, Liwa. So now Lishu is like 14. She's growing up, she's maturing, and yeah. So.
Also seems like the previous emperor was just like definitely really fucked up and into children.
100,000%. Because the emperor's mom, the current emperor's mom
is like, oh wow, she's like younger than like the other women that are here. Like, she's so young.
I don't think she's younger than the other women that are here. She just looks really young for her age. She might be
younger than
the emperor doesn't look 20. He looks like he's 20, at the youngest 25, probably 30 or 35. So she's probably, I think what they're like saying is that she probably hit puberty early and probably had a baby when she was like 11 or something. Yeah. Is what they're kind of saying. And then the fucking previous emperor also takes
a 9-year-old,
a 9-year-old.
When he's old. He was also probably really old.
Maybe he wasn't. Here's what I'm saying.
Maybe
Wait, hang on.
Assassinated him.
That's what I'm saying.
Sucks.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it was between Jinshi and his brother, the emperor. Like, they maybe assassinated their dad because he was such a fucking tyrant asshole. So maybe there's something like that will come to light. Maybe he was like terrible to their mother. I don't even know if they have the same mother. Yeah. Maybe they don't. Regardless, you know, I think there's something with that. They've laid down 2 cases where he clearly was a total creep. Yeah. And he's dead. So, and we think it's because he's old. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he got fucking poisoned. This whole story's about poison. So, but anyway, I think that it now that we've went through it, this is what that look is why I was so confused. I'm like, so things were switched, but there was poison, but she got poisoned by the mackerel. So then how the fuck does this work out? You know, like, it doesn't make any sense. She gave her the mackerel on purpose because she wanted her to have the mackerel, but not knowing that hers was poisoned, and it got switched to Gyokuyou. Right? Yeah. 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 So Gyokuyou wasn't getting poisoned. Or maybe, you know what? Back to my original theory, maybe Gyokuyou is secretly a political mastermind and knew that everyone would be looking at the older concubine as all of this. But now it's got complicated.
Or poisoned her knowing that she was gonna...
No. Like, but just knowing that she wouldn't... because she had a daughter. Son is dead. Maybe she knew more about that than we are letting on. She, like, risked her daughter's life because it's a daughter. You know, maybe she loves her daughter. I still think that Gyokuyou is more sinister than she lets on. Because think about that whole powder situation. I think she might have known that it was dangerous and was trying to come off like the good guy by telling her once she got the note from MAOMAO. She got the note saying, like, just to go over this again, she got the note saying, white powder is poisonous, don't use that because it's killing you and your baby. And then she's like, okay, well, somebody else knows. And if somebody else knows, maybe Liwa knows as well. I'm gonna go tell her in public and make a big scene out of, hey, we're killing our children, stop using the fucking rhododendron powder. Then Liwa is like, you're plotting against me or something, fuck you, keeps using it, her son dies. Well, that's mission accomplished. And then the whole shit with MAOMAO comes along, and then she's like, okay, well, I don't need to kill my daughter anymore. I'll just keep, whatever. But now she's at this thing where there's Li Shu, who's a younger prospect, and is more likely to produce a male heir, and more likely then to become the consort and solidify her position. So she poisons her, doesn't know that her shit gets changed, and then, here we are. But it also works out favorably for her, like you were gonna say, because now she effectively got poisoned. And like people were, it looks like people were trying to poison her. So then that removes her from the possible list of suspects. I think that she either did try to poison Li Shu, thinking that everyone would think that it was Aduo, or however you say her name. I don't know. We'll need to see. But I still think I like Gyokuyou, but she comes off as way too nice. She's got all these girls. She's got a small fucking thing, and now she's, I don't know. We'll see though.
Yeah. I don't know, because I feel like you're probably right that she's cooking something, but I don't know if it's this. I don't know if it's this, or I don't know if it's something that's more subtle and in the background and is going to get revealed later as, like, oh, this is what, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is a bit, like, they're going to get to the bottom of this. Because it's already, Jinshi already just got told that Li Shu was the intended victim of the poison,
I mean, hey, maybe it was the Dowager. Maybe it was the Emperor's mom killing the previous consort of her dead husband.
That'd be kind of crazy. She's just like, let me put this child out of her misery.
I feel like that's much less likely, but she is a possible suspect. I feel like way down the list. I'd put Gyokuyou above the Dowager. Anyway, great episode. Leave a like and subscribe. See you next time.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.